Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel. This is the place that encourages you to connect with and trust in your own inner angelic guidance that's already operating around and within you. So these messages only serve to confirm and affirm the things that you've been shown, the things that you're dealing with in the past you're about to embark upon. I want to encourage you to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It does help the algorithms here, and shouts out to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you, as well as those who have continued to rock with me. If you are new to the channel, I do all of my shuffles before I record for the sake of the length of the video and for precision, so I can get to the meat and potatoes of what Spirit is saying. So to begin quickly, I'm going to jump right in. Starting out this read, we have the King of Wands, and this is followed by the Ten of Wands. I feel like somebody is overboard, just doing the most, extra, putting 10 on 2, just being very overburdensome. This King of Wands could represent a fire sign that you're dealing with. This could be you if you have fire in your chart. This is a general read, so energy is fluid. Take it how it resonates. It could be you or the person that you're dealing with, or persons that you're dealing with. But yeah, I feel like whoever this King of Wands is, they're just not right side up in their energy, in their attitude, in their deeds, in their actions, and their interactions. Just, it's not. And with this Ten of Wands, I feel like this can represent a lot of work to either be around this person, or this person is putting a lot of other people through a bunch of hurdles. And I just feel like there's just a lot of burdens. There's a lot of burdensome energy surrounding this particular individual. This could also represent someone that you're working with, because the wand suit can represent work and business and ambition and all that stuff. Following those cards that popped out the shuffle were the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, again, to me, this is just more of the same, where there's an energy here of trying to break and rather bust through at all costs. You know, with the Two of Swords, this is someone who is not really being clear or honest about their trains of thought and what it is that they're actually doing. Someone who is like intentionally trying to set up blinders and confusion. This can represent treachery or misrepresentation of some sorts to kind of get their way. I kind of feel like it's like this, almost like this Five of Swords energy, winning at all costs, one-upping somebody just to get a step ahead. It's almost like pushing other people down. Yeah, like a crab in a barrel mentality. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. But here comes the Page of Cups. I would venture to say that this could be you coming into the reading with this water energy. And I feel like this is like that voice of reason. Well, you know, I could be willing to assist or do this, or have you tried to do that? Like, I feel like this is a really congenial energy that shows up to kind of pour water on whatever, you know, arsonistic parade this King of Wands has going on. And maybe it's not really sinking through, because the next card that follows it is the King of Swords. And I feel like if this is you, Pisces, after saying something, being nice about it, being diplomatic, this Knight of Swords is all about action and energy and those swift changes that no one really sees coming. You might even be surprising people if this is you who has kind of been under the regime of whatever this craziness is, and somebody is basically saying, hell no, I'm not fenced to be subjected to anyone else's BS. And someone is freeing themselves up to enjoy their life, to enjoy their friendships, their relationships, their own company, whatever it is that they're doing. I feel like the Three of Cups here highlights the decision to put one's happiness and congenial relationships first. You know, it's like, look, I don't have any energy to continue to give to someone or something that is not making me happy. And I feel like as a result of this decision, you are not only setting yourself free and allowing yourself to experience your own happiness, but it's also almost like a celebration of those around you that are also a part of this feel-good moment. Like I'm kind of getting, this is kind of an extreme example, but I'm kind of getting like the person who has been in an abusive relationship or has been with someone who was like narcissistic and crazy, and then that person finally leaves, and then everybody else, friends and family, are able to celebrate with this person because of those, you know, those sudden hard changes that needed to be made. That's just an example, doesn't have to be yours, but that's really what I'm getting in this situation. So let's move into the general oracle deck. The messages that came through for you, you have number 75, and it says, failure is a stepping stone to success. Don't be discouraged. So, you know, Pisces, you could be feeling like you failed in a certain sense in this situation. Maybe you didn't step up and act sooner, or maybe you allowed yourself to become victimized in a certain sense to someone else. I don't know. You know your situation better than anyone, but Spirit is saying, you know what? There are some things that you will never have to experience again because of the learning lessons, the life lessons that you've gone through in this particular simulation of events. And as a result of you making these changes, there's a lot of changes on the horizon for a lot of signs this month. But as a result of these changes, the second oracle card that came out, I love it. It's just confirmation for the Three of Cups. And it says, family celebrations, contentment, and happiness. Enjoy. Enjoy. And in numerology, this 3 and the 6 equals a 9. And this often heralds the ending of a thing, but nothing ends without the beginning of something else. So I do feel like you might be ending something, ending your interactions, ending your agreement, or ending your involvement with a certain thing or person or a work, a job environment, and just like, nah, I'm good. I'm stepping outside of that. And like I said earlier, this message comes from the universe as your back deck. It says, my vibes speak louder than my words. Pisces. And again, this is fluid energy. So this could be something that has recently happened, is happening now, or is soon on the precipice of, you know, the horizon to happen. This Page of Cups, you could be right here, wherever you are in the timeline, find yourself. But I feel like some of you may still be in this, let's try to be nice and put sugar on shit in a sense. And don't be offended in what I say by that, because I mean that in the best way possible, where I feel like it's a very congenial quality to still be nice and want to flow and have positive vibes with people, even if they're the most difficult. But if they're literally offering you and everyone else BS, like I have to call it what it is, and you can be nice and you can be sweet, and no one should change you. I'm not saying that you should change and become a complete witch because of somebody else. But all I'm saying is after you've done enough talking, after you've done enough smiling, after you've done enough, shutting up to get along, shutting up to put up, then it's like, you know what, if someone is not hearing you, if they're not seeing you, then your actions speak louder than your words. Your actions speak louder than your silence. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that, versus going in and trying to reason with, potential insanity. Sometimes you have to do and act for other people to get it. And another message you got is believe you are magic. Believe you have the potential and the ability to change the situation. And the way you change the situation, Pisces, is you change yourself. You make those changes within yourself. You can't control other people. What you can do is control you And you can oftentimes control your environment or the environment that you choose to be in. Last message we got is from the Goddess Power Oracle, number 11, the Master Builder number. It is from the Goddess Demeter, and her message is Nurturer. And I'm going to read from the book because there are specific messages that I think are good to hear at this time. So your alignment message is, do you sometimes overgive to people until you're an empty well? Perhaps you've attracted others who are needy and want you to look after them. Or you might be in a pattern of people pleasing because you're afraid to set boundaries. I mean, this to me shows this story. My goodness, Spirit is confirming this, you know. Just a lack of boundaries for someone else to come in and be a complete ass. But anyway, moving on, I digress. There is a sticky quality to connections based on this need to be needed. Although the possible repercussions for setting boundaries are in your mind, your body holds on to fear tightly, so it can be scary to make a change. No one wants to admit that they are manipulative or codependent, but it's important to be honest about where you find yourself now. Demeter knows the price of this way of being, as it cost her to lose something so dear to her. Now she has come to show you another way. Your alignment task is to recognize that it's now time to step back, take a breath, and say no to the behaviors and people you know are draining you. I didn't even read this, y'all, until this very moment. Jeez, this is crazy. All right. It's that simple. The divine is the one with the plan. Gather your love, your nourishment, and your self-worth, okay? Choose how you nurture and how you want to receive it. You are so loved when the Goddess Demeter brings you her nurturing energy to help you course correct. It's time to put yourself and your happiness first. Nurture yourself, Pisces. Nurture yourself and get rid of whatever crazy, draining, narcissistic, overbearing, overburdensome energy and or people that are in your life, because you are worth it. So that's what I have for you. I hope these messages have resonated. If they have, drop a comment below, share the video if it can be beneficial to someone else. And as always, until next month's read, stay safe, be blessed, and namaste. Bye.